two-card transposition. One card over here, another card over there. They change places. We all know what this is. Why do we have to overcomplicate it? Why do we have to place one card in your mouth, have another person place a card in their mouth, and then go near them? I made a video recently about a magician performing the trick French Kiss by Wayne Houchin on stage and being clotheslined by an angry husband. I somewhat described an alternative to that particular trick where two cards trade places. And, well, here's that with a little bit more length. Now, typically in that version, you need a duplicate card, meaning you need the same of another card in a deck that you have to have signed, and then that becomes your card that you could switch in, and it becomes a little bit more complicated. This one, you're just lying. You don't need any dupes. You don't need any gimmicks. You're just lying. And here's how you do it. What you do is that you get your Amazon.com fuck carpet in frame, so now it becomes tax deductible. Next thing you do is you get your brand new deck of Illusionist playing cards. Thank you, Illusionist, for sending these puppies out. Please have me a Ninja 3. We're also going to have a card selected. For the sake of explanation, let's say the participant happens to pick this one, the Queen of Diamonds. You tell the participant, hold your hand out flat like a table. Perfect. Please don't move. We're going to take your card and put it right there on your hand. Place your other hand on top, simulating a sandwich. For the sake of explanation, I'm just going to place the card on the table, but you could imagine that this is in the participant's hand. At this point, you tell them, hey, I need a card for myself as well. How about this one, the Three of Clubs? Are you happy with that? Great, we're going to use that card then. I'm going to place this card in my palm. Don't say anything out loud. Just let it be. That's all it takes. Because now I have the Queen of Diamonds, your card, which means you must have, the Three of Clubs. Lies. It's the foundation of magic. However, you'd be lying to yourself if you didn't say that the PigCake Magic Academy isn't a bargain. Look at the list of all the things you get access to the moment you sign up to the PigCake Magic Academy for the low price of $5 a month. That's a White Claw. That's a single White Claw a month, at least in the bars here in Miami, Florida. But it's still a reasonable price, and you get access to over 1,200 videos going over card stuff, coin stuff, and everything you need to become the best magician you could possibly be. So go ahead, check it out. The link is in the description below. This is something that I taught a variation of on the actual PigCake Magic Academy, and it's the idea of an implied transposition. You never really show the face of your card, but you imply it by naming it. And at the end of the day, the participants misremember that they did see all the cards and they traded places. So you're doing less work for the same effect. So for this, you could have any card picked and touched by a participant. You could even have them sign the card if you want. Now, while they're showing the card around, all you're going to do is you're going to take the top card of the deck and secretly turn it over to yourself. This could be done in many ways. My favorite is just to turn the card over against my body, just like this. You've seen this done on ambitious card routines where you just turn that card over and that's it. Now, when you take the card back from the participants, all the eyes are still going to be on the card. And as you bring your hand up, you're going to peek as to what this card is. So I'm going to place this on top of the deck at the same time that I now peek, so I know what that card is. This is going to allow you in a moment to miscall the card and allow you to do a transposition without needing any duplicates. So in this case, we're going to take the Ace of Clubs. If you've noticed, this card is hidden underneath, and I have a pinky break there, just holding both cards together. At this point, you can tell the participant to hold their hand out flat like a table. Please don't move. This is going to be a good thing to tell them, because if they don't move, guess what? They can't secretly turn over the card prematurely, ruining the trick. So you tell them, please don't move. I'm going to take the card and precariously place it on your hand. Place your other hand on top to ensure that nobody could get to the card. And of course, guess what? You've handed to them the Three of Clubs. They think they're holding on to the Ace of Clubs. So that goes in their hand. And now you're going to false shuffle the deck. So right now, I'm just simply doing cuts, but really keeping that area with a break. So at any point, I could just cut that card directly to the top. And here, I'm going to tell the participant that I need another card. Now here, you're going to do a very clever action where I'm going to look at this card and miscall it as the card that's on the table. So I'm going to turn it almost as if I want to show it to them, but I just happen to keep it in this particular orientation. You want to give the impression that you could have turned the card over, but you just chose not to. So you're just going to do this and go, we'll use the Three of Clubs. Is that okay with you? I can't imagine a scenario where the participant would ever go, no, that's not a good card. So you could proceed from there and go watch. I'm going to place that card in my hand. I'm just going to hold it, making sure that nobody has access to this card. Also make sure that you don't drop your very nice Illusionist How to Do Street Magic cards on the floor as well. Up, nope, stay, bad Brad. So you're going to place these cards between your palm and you're just going to tap the palms of the spectator. You're going to tap their hands. See, You don't have to make out with them practically in order to do transposition. You could just do a little love tap, and now you could show that, lo and behold, you're holding on to the ace of clubs, the card that they thought they had in their hand. Now, one thing at this point is that a lot of magicians make the assumptions that the participants are well aware as to what's taking place. No, you have to spell it out for them. Remember, participants are willingly seeing you perform a card trick, so they're a little bit retarded. So you have to say at this point, well, if I'm holding on to the ace of clubs, the card you thought you were holding, then that means, and of course you have the participant fill in, that they're holding on to my card, in this case, my card being the 3 of clubs. And what do you have there, my friends? You have a nice alternative to French kiss that doesn't involve a lot of work on your end. It's just a lie. You're doing a double lift. You're doing a little bit of a false shuffle or control. And that's it. You're good to go. No need to complicate things. No need to fold cards up, put them in your mouth. You could just have a simple, similar effect to French kiss. You could even sign the card if you want and pantomime the idea of you signing the 3 of clubs, going, great, we're going to use this card. Go ahead. I'm going to place this card between my hands. And then you show the transposition. If you want, you could even go to that length. Now, some of you guys might accuse me of joining the woke crowd of people that hate this trick because you're taking advantage of a participant and their willingness to help you out on a card trick to try to do something sneaky and have some sexual advances. No, my friends, remember, my regard for women is like my gas tank. It's always empty. So don't think that I'm acquiescing to the woke mob by showing you this alternative to French kiss because somehow I think that you're taking advantage of them. They're participants in a magic trick. They're bad people as it is. I just want to show you an alternative to that trick, one that doesn't require any gimmicks, gaffes, or extra cards. You could just do it. You lie and you do it. I don't know how to end the video. As I've mentioned before, I typically like to end them by giving you some piece of advice, something you could take on your way. These cards are kind of cool. They're from Illusionist, right? I mentioned them because I did a whole video on these a little while ago when I came back from my trip abroad in England. They're great. They spread nice. They have a lot of references to things that I enjoyed back in the day, like Brad Christian floating. And they're teasing a potential ninja deck here, a potential ninja deck. Now, this could just be a lie. This could be some sort of marketing ploy to see if people respond to this, and therefore, would it be worth it to come out with a ninja deck? I think so, especially if you combine it with Ninja 3 with PigCake, which I hope you guys are still considering. See, Illusionist put a little bit of a post on their stories on Instagram not so long ago saying, hey, yo, if we get 500 responses, we're going to do Ninja 3 with PigCake. I'm not sure how that went because I haven't heard anything from them, but I'm hoping to receive positive news.
I see you again, when 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 I see you again.